What's going on, YouTube? R to the double E dash the ZON coming at you once again. And right now I'm just doing basically a pre-E3 hype video. Basically my predictions, what I like to see. I normally don't do that much of prediction videos anymore. I think I used to earlier in my time on YouTube. I mean, you can go back and check my channel. I'm sure I got a few in there. But E3 is what? A couple weeks away, man. I mean, I think Nintendo's is what, June 13th or June 11th or something like that. I got to go back and check. But either way, I'm just here to talk about the things that I think we'll see, things I want to see in their presentation. I heard their presentation is supposed to be around 30 minutes long, so they never really do, at least for the last couple of years, they haven't really done it like longer than 30 to 45 minutes, and they haven't even approached an hour anymore. Which is something I lament, man. I understand why it works, and Nintendo knows what they're doing. But I just, as a fan, I miss the big time conferences, the things that they used to do on stage and all that. But I understand why they went away from that. A lot of shit can go wrong on stage when you're there live, and make you and your product look stupid. So I get it, but I like all the pomp and circumstance of the conferences. That's why I still watch, when Sony does one or when Microsoft does one, because it's just fun, man. It's an event. But Sony won't be there this year. They're prepping for the announcement and the reveal and hyping up of the PS5. We'll see how that turns out. Microsoft, I think, is going to be there. I'll watch again. You guys have heard me say millions and millions of times, Microsoft really doesn't interest me, but they are part of the gaming industry, and I'm always open for them to impress me. Knock my fucking socks off. If they do, I'll be looking at them, and I'll be coming after their stuff. So, but that being said, we talk about Nintendo. Man, there's a lot, man. I mean, I have a feeling. And I always try to keep my expectations tempered. Keep them realistic. Don't have these grand, lofty expectations because that's a way to get let down. And also, don't be negative and think that it's going to be a shit show because then no matter what, it's going to be a shit show because you thought so. So, and the mind works like that. But I think it's going to be. I have a feeling that they're gonna do some crazy shit, man. As far as announcement and surprises. And the reason I say that is because, man, to come out with a full, 15-minute Mario Makers 2 direct, before E3, like right before E3. That's basically telling you, hey, this ain't going to take a lot of, this is one of our big games coming up this year. And by doing this, we're letting you know it's not going to take up much time of our E3 presentation. So what's going to fill that void? You know what I'm saying? And then also, I heard that, I think, if I'm not mistaken, June 6th, they're going to do a Pokemon Sword and Shield direct, which is going to go over a lot of stuff in that game. So that's two of the big titles coming later this year, Pokemon Sword and Shield, and they're probably not going to take a lot of time at the presentation either because they're going to do a direct beforehand. So that's like, damn, Nintendo does two of their big guns, and they're like, yo, we're not even waiting till E3. We're going to show you this shit right now. So it's like, what the hell are you going to fill a 30-minute presentation with? Well, there's a lot of things that could possibly be. And side note, on Mario Maker 2, I am so hyped for that game. It's not even funny, but Nintendo, as they do so many times, and I love them. Y'all know that's my company of choice, but I'm honest. They seem to always take one huge step forward and then take like 5 medium steps back. And they did it again this time. You show the direct for Mario Maker 2. It has a 4-player online co-op, which is fucking awesome. We've been dying for something like that. And so we're all hyped about that. And then today I hear that, they confirmed that, the 4-player co-op is only with randoms. What kind of what kind of incompetence is that? Like, why? Who makes these decisions, man? First of all, that should be available, period. Randoms and friends. But if you're going to limit it, if you're going to say only for one group, who the fuck thought it was a better idea to do it for the randoms instead of for the fucking, in my case, 30 or 40 people I have on my friend list. In other people's cases, 100 that they have on their friend list. That's who you want to play online games with, your friends. So they better patch that or just scrap that altogether because that's retarded bullfuckery as far as I'm concerned. But anyways, there's a lot of things that they can fill up that hole of Mario Maker 2 and Pokemon Sword and Shield with in the E3 presentation. First and foremost, man, the first thing that comes to my mind is Luigi's Mansion. I mean, we all know we got that reveal trailer and then nothing else after that. And we've been waiting. Every direct that comes out, we're like, are we going to hear about Luigi's Mansion? Are we going to release date? A trailer maybe? And nothing. So I think that's poised for a reveal, a big time reveal, like a boom, it's coming this year, and like a nice full-fledged trailer, maybe a little bit of gameplay. I'm sure the Treehouse, if that's still around this year, I don't know why it wouldn't be because the Treehouse is a huge hit. I'm sure they'll be playing it there. But Luigi's Mansion is definitely one of those games I see making a showing at E3. After that, Bayonetta 3. Bayonetta 3. Because that was revealed, I think, last year, last E3, or some around that time. And we haven't heard, I think we just heard earlier today or yesterday, a post that Hideki Kamiya put out talking about the history of Bayonetta and how it's Sega's property, but Nintendo saved it. And like Sega owns Bayonetta 1 and the franchise, but Nintendo owns Bayonetta 2 and 3, and Nintendo basically made it happen, and Sega lets Nintendo do it, so it's a Nintendo exclusive, yada yada yada, whatever. And in that, he said that that once they got the green light for the development, that it started and that it's been going great. So I mean that was a while ago, so it's been in production for a while. So I expect to at least see a teaser or a trailer, and hopefully a release window, if not a date, a window. So Bayonetta 3 is another one, and that's a big game. It's the same deal as it was with Bayonetta 2 when it was revealed to be exclusive to the Wii U. All of PlayStation and Microsoft and even PC, everybody pissing and moaning. Why did Nintendo get the exclusive? Shut the fuck up. We got it because we fucking paid for it. Okay, Nintendo fucking funded it. If it wasn't for Nintendo, Bayonetta would have ceased to exist after the first title. Just being real. I mean, the designers of the game are telling you that. So Bayonetta 3 being exclusive to the Switch, that's amazing. I expect to see that there. I think we're gonna see. We have to, man. After it's been just about as long as it was for Luigi's Mansion. Animal Crossing. Again, I'm not an Animal Crossing fan. I probably won't even look at that game. But it does have a massive following. It's one of Nintendo's big time sellers. So I expect that to be revealed and shown there in detail, and given a release date and all that. Also, Daemon X Machina. Daemon X Machina was revealed, I think, last E3, and then we got another trailer of it in a direct, I believe, and then we got that demo that came out. I was hyped for it when I first saw the reveal. Played the demo, and I was a little bit not let down, but I was a little like, it's not as great as I thought. It's still good, but there's a lot of people out there that like those type of games, those mech fighting games, mech combat games. This one looks to be amazing. The art style is just phenomenal. I love the way it looks. It reminds me. Like I say so many times, that graphical novel brought to life look, kind of like a Red Steel 2. So yeah, it looks good. I expect to see more on that game since it's just about to release, or later on this year. What else? We'll see Smash Brothers content as far as a character reveal for the next DLC character. Hopefully it's something intriguing. I mean, I know there's Persona fans out there, but I could give a rat's ass about Joker. I mean, honestly, the first time I heard Joker in Smash Brothers, I was like, oh shit, Batman. No, it's this fucking weird-looking dude from Persona. Whatever. For the people that love that, great. I hope that this next reveal, which I expect to see at E3, will be someone worthwhile, like more mainstream, somebody bigger, So I'm sure we'll see that. We'll probably get some more information on Mario Kart Tour, for the mobile side of things. I don't really care. I'm not a phone game guy. I like my consoles. Straight up, I do. The most mobile you'll ever see me is the Switch. Because even when I had a 3DS, I wasn't into that. But the Switch is just that beast. But yeah, we'll get information on that, I believe. What else, man? Fatal Frame, I think. Not Fatal Frame. Wow. I wish. Fire Emblem Three Houses comes out in July, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll probably see a little bit on that. But it's so close to release, I don't think they're going to spend much time on that. I would like to see some surprises. Another Mario sports title. Like I said before in previous videos, a Mario Strikers 2. That would be awesome. Because that was my favorite Mario sports title of all. Y'all can say Mario Golf, Mario Tennis, Mario Sluggers, Mario the basketball one, whatever. All fun and all good. Nothing beats Strikers Charge, man. Strikers Charge was just fucking frantic. And I used to play that online on the Wii against people from all over the country. It was so much fun. So I would love to see another one of those, man. What else, man? Because I'm just going off the top of my head, man. I don't got no notes. I think we'll finally see at least something of Retro's new game. We know Retro took over development on Metroid Prime 4. I do not expect to see anything on Metroid Prime 4 at E3. If we do see something, it'll be a welcome surprise. But again, when it comes to Metroid Prime 4, I think Nintendo dropped the ball with that so massively. Just a blunder, dude. To announce that, 2 E3s ago. Yeah, because it was 2017 E3. 2 E3s ago, announce it, and just like, oh, it's in development. Everybody gets all hyped. You can go on YouTube. Some of the funniest reactions I've ever seen, like I said in previous videos, are the Metroid Prime 4 reactions, people reacting live to that announcement. And you showed nothing. You showed nothing. And then you showed nothing for a good year. And then it was like, then last December, we got the, oh, it's been, development's been scrapped, moved over to Retro, we're starting over. So to me, I've said it before, I don't think Metroid Prime 4 is coming out on the Switch. I think it's coming out on whatever the next console is, Switch Pro, more powerful Switch, whatever. I don't think it's coming out on the Switch we have now. It's just unrealistic for a game that big to be starting over just earlier. You know, what is it now? We're in May, so January, February, March, April, May. 5 months ago, it restarted development. Nah, that's not going to be around for another year and a half. So by that time, I think we'll be having a more powerful Switch. I don't think it's coming out on our Switch. So I'm not getting my hopes up. But if we see something, that'd be great. But Retro had also been working for 4.5 years now on another game that we know nothing about, and it's very unlikely. I have a hard time believing that they just completely threw that away, scrapped it, shelved it to work on Metroid. I think Retro is big enough and established enough now to work on more than one game at a time, and I think that game was so much further along in development that they're not just going to scrap it. So I'd like to see what that was. Is it the rumored Star Fox Racing game that we heard about? Is it a Diddy Kong sequel, Diddy Kong Racing sequel, which would be fucking phenomenal? But I don't know. I think we will see something from them. I think we're going to see like we usually do, a nice sizzle reel of third-party titles, and I think there's going to be some surprises in that sizzle reel. I don't want to speculate on what, but I think we're going to see, because what we've seen over the last year and a half is just a massive flood of third-party support for the Switch in ways that we cannot remember a Nintendo console receiving since maybe the GameCube. So I think we're going to see that and some surprises in there. Things I would like to see come back, I'm not going to change my tune, man. I want F-Zero to come back. I want Pilot Wings to come back. I want Wave Race to come back. I want those titles. Those N64 classics that were such great fucking games. 1080 snowboarding. Bring that back. Let me see what else we got. There's a lot of talk about a Kid Icarus game coming out. That would be real cool. Now, I've never been a huge Kid Icarus fan. I never played Uprising because, like I said, I'm not a handheld guy, but I heard nothing but praise for that game. And to have something like that, brand new though, not a remake, a brand new Kid Icarus single player experience on the Switch would be awesome. Also, the rumored Metroid Prime trilogy, I've given up hope on that too. Like, I don't really care. I'm not gonna get it. Most likely, I won't get it because I already own Metroid Prime trilogy on my Wii U. And it's awesome there, and I can play it there, and I can play it there with Wii controls, which is even better. So I probably won't get that, but they've talked about that so much, and people have got the biggest case of blue balls when it comes to that, because it's always like, and then they don't release it and they don't announce it. So if that happens, cool. What I would like to see is what a couple of other YouTubers I've watched say, a Samus Returns, a Samus Returns HD port on the Switch. That'd be cool. That'd be a cool, nice 2D side-scrolling classic Metroid adventure to keep our palates wet and keep us involved and engaged with the Metroid property until Prime 4 finally comes along. So maybe we'll see that. I wouldn't mind the announcement finally of a Mario Kart 9. I mean, it's been a while, man. When did Mario Kart 8 come out? In 2014? The real Mario Kart 8, Deluxe, yeah, that was just a port with some added enhancements. It was great, but it's not a new Mario Kart game. I think now we're poised to see that. I would love that. I'm actually that's gonna be my one thing that I'm gonna bank on. Not saying a guarantee, but that's the one thing I have a feeling that's gonna be one of the big surprises, that Nintendo's gonna be like a brand new Mario Kart for the Switch, designed for the Switch. That is what I really want. That's what I think is gonna be one of their surprises. Also, I don't know. It would be too early. Fuck it. I'm going to say it. It's a long shot, but a new Splatoon. A new Splatoon. Not an expansion, not DLC. A brand new Splatoon in development with at least something to show for it. Not just, in development now. But I think that's pretty much all I can think of at the moment. I just know that Nintendo E3 2019 is going to be phenomenal. I just have this gut feeling that they're just going to fucking bombard us with shit. And I also have a feeling a lot of people it's going to be awesome, and a lot of people are going to be like, Because, see, what happens with gamers is they start getting spoiled. Over the last 2 years with the Switch, we've been spoiled. They've been giving us a lot of attention from third party, a lot of fucking content from Nintendo, and so it becomes regular. I'm never going to be spoiled. I'm appreciative of everything, man. So I think they're going to knock our socks off. And that Mario Kart 9, I'm telling you, I hope, but I just have a feeling that that's going to be announced. And I hope to God it is, because that would just... Anyways, man, that's been my video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If there's anything I left out or anything you think I should have mentioned or any ideas you guys have, more than welcome in the comment section below. God bless y'all. Stay gaming.